Afternoon, Jules here from Joolsedesigns at JT Creations. So it's Saturday, working with scraps of paper, and I've got some avocado dyed paper here. This is well, it's a full length. That's folded over and we've cut that little bit off. So it's kind of 9 inches that way and 8 1/4 inches that way. Turned up, folded into 3 pieces and turned up 2 1/4 inches. And then what I did was I just added some bits of ink using ink pads and blocks. Just bear with me one moment. Okay, sorry about that, my husband came in. Yeah, so what I do is a ink pad, just press it on there, squirt it with water and just dab it on. Sometimes I spray it on my mat, spray water on and dip the paper on, or you can stamp it, and I think what we will do is we will stamp one of these. But I haven't finished this because I'd started it and forgot to switch the video on. So I think what we'll do is we'll finish this. Now what I did find is I found, when I've been doing digitals, this is kind of what's left. These are left from my dandelion journals, so I think we'll put them in there. This is a book page one, but we will do some of these. And so these little pockets are ideal for putting bits and pieces in. I also discovered one of my little file folders that I've got a video on. It's got bits and pieces and these large, a lot of this is from my is it pumpkin spice autumn journal. I did some large tags, so I think what we might do is we might cut one of these out. I know it's large, but and pop that over there. And yeah, it's got a little pumpkin on it, but who minds a little pumpkin in spring? It's a junk journal after all. You can have anything. There's no rules. So I think what we might do is we might have that there, and I'm just going to ink and I'm just going to do some random stamping. Just it's I don't even think the stamp, I think my, oh no, my stamp block does fit on it, so we'll fit this on the stamp block. And I'm just going for the seal brown with the Harmony Spectrum Noir. And sometimes when you've got silicone stamps, they have like a, or they have like some kind of oil. It's a protection when they're making them, and you can take a piece of sellotape and put it over. I don't tend to bother. And there we are. And I don't think it's missed anything, but no, it hasn't. So yeah, so that's perfect. So I think that'll do then. Now what I'm wanting to look for to see if I've got anything. I've got some butterflies here from my botanical kit, but I don't want them. I've got some in here, I think that's been left from a card. I think it did have a little flower on there. And I think what we might do is we might put that, I'm going to put that there, so I think we'll have that there. Yep. So we'll put the little tab on first, and you can decorate the, I mean, you could make loads of these and just stitch them or glue them or whatever, and then decorate them as you need them. And that's what I'm actually thinking of doing, making mass make of these and then just pop them in a little box. And I've put a new sponge on. My brown one seems to use up the quickest. And they are paper flowers. I thought they were real for a little while there, but they're not, they're just paper. And the reason I picked this one is because it's got greens, and I did put some greens on this, on the inside. As you can see, they're not that green, they are more of a citrusy lime green. I'm going to put that on. And there's our little pumpkin covered. So that's what I'm saying. If you've got ephemera left over, you can either keep it till next autumn or you can use it. It's entirely up to you. And I've got a little pressed flower here. I was going to try and use that, but no, I'll not bother. I think we'll just leave that at that, and I'm just going to get my crocodile, and I think we'll have a little grommet in here. Just going to stand up and do this, and I'm going to do it on the bottom, because if we put a dangle on, be better dangling from the bottom. And should we go for gold? No, I've picked up a brass one, so it's a brass one I'm using. That should be the right one. Yep. And it's here. So I've got some rings here. Now these are quite large rings. I might be able to bend it open. Yep. And what are we going to stick on it? I've got this. No, that's too big. Fancy some beads of sorts. Oh, wait a minute, I've got some little bead dangles that I made sometime last year. So I think we'll have this one with the orange on. And they were just, if you go back last year, there is dangles and charms. I did quite a series on them. So they are there in my playlist under ephemera. So there we are. And if you wanted, you could stamp on that, put whatever you wanted. And a die cut, and it wasn't that expensive from Temu. So these are the stamps, and they're on one block, and you stamp them out and you get 2 sets. There's all sorts for birthdays, Christmas, and then once you've stamped it out, you take it to your die machine and cut it out, and you're left with these nice little bits. So this is wishing you all you're wishing for, sending you a bucket full of kisses. I quite like that. And yeah, you could put it on a card. The best day ever was today. And shine your way. So I think we'll do that. So I've still to do some of them on coloured paper, because I like them on coloured paper, and I've not done any inking around these. But it's nice that you can just stamp them out and cut them out, and then you've got them there. I really like them. And I think I'll have this one on there. I was going to put it on there. I'm going to put the one with kisses on there, because a lot of people call those dandelion, you know, when they're dying. It's just like, well, we used to call them little fairies and blow them, but a lot of people call them kisses, so we'll do that one. It's sending you a bucket load of kisses. And I'm going to put that one up there, and that's the best day ever was today. And I'm going to cut this, sending you a bucket. And the reason it hasn't stamped out fully was because when I tried it out, when I tried to stamp out, it was paper that I'd just coffee dyed, and it was a bit crinkled, so there you are. So sending you a bucket full of kisses. I think we'll have that a little bit shorter. We'll put that in there, and there we have it. And if you wanted, you could put ribbon around that. You can put a little paper clip. There's my paper clips. Got some paper clips here. Got a nice little yellow one there to keep it together. I tend to just pop them in a pocket and leave them, but what we'll do is we'll look at it and what it'll look like in a journal. So we've now got some pockets that you can see. So there's a pocket there, and it looks nice. Pocket there. Again, we've got side pockets. This maybe is a bit thin for that one. But we've got that one, that's a deeper pocket, but I like the bit dangling out. So I think we'll try it in this one. And the tabs kind of match. So yeah, so that's what it would look like. And I think what we might do is we might keep it in this one. And we'll have the little dangle there. So that's that one. So there we are. We have our 9 inches. And I just fold it up to what I think looks right. And the other one, it just happened to be 2 1/4 inches. It doesn't really matter. And you've seen me, I've done that one, but we'll measure it and just see. So it's about 2 1/4 inches, so that must be what looks right to me. And then what I usually do is I usually fold it myself, but what I'll do is I'll do it on the board. So if you've got a board and you cut it to 9 inches, you want one at 3 and one at 6, and that's all you need. And then what I usually do is I fold it both ways. Now, what I usually do is I decide what way I want it opening, whether I want it opening the same way as a book. If I want it opening the same way as a book, I tend to make this one, although it's folded, and make it just that little bit smaller so it fits just at that crease, and then recrease it. So we'll just do that, and then when you fold that one over, it fits perfect. And then just fold them the other way just to make them there we are. So we've got our boards, and I think we'll have that bit. No, actually I think we'll have that bit on the outside. I quite like it. So if you wanted, you could stick that down like that, but you tend to get a little bit of creasing. So what I did was I cut, what I'll do is I'll ink these so you can see them. And there. And what I'll do is I'll just cut just this side of the ink up to that crease there, and then I just cut the other side of the ink. So all it does is it just takes a little slither out, and that allows you to fix your pockets up without any resistance, creasing a paper, you know, pockets creasing or anything like that. And then we'll just take that out. And then what I'm doing here is I'm just folding them together, and I'm just going to put a notch in so that they're all, so if one's skew whiffy, they're all skew whiffy. And that's how I do that. Then I'm going to ink round these. Right, so we've got that. So, think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp on these, and I've got this kind of French type that I used that one, but it's got all these nice corsets and things like that, so I'm going to do these, I think. So it needs to be that way. The little and what am I going to do it on? I think I might do aged mahogany, because this is avocado dyed paper and I quite like it. And it's aged mahogany distress ink I'm using, and we'll just see how that turns out. And there we are. Well, that looks quite nice actually. I'll put that one back on there, and I think this one we might do lumberjack plaid, which is a little bit more redder than the rich mahogany, and I do like it on there. Here we are, again another one that looks really nice. And this one will do the fired brick, so we've used all three that I've got set out together. Yeah. So which one looks the best? That one's kind of so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into, and I've just done the middle again, so I'm just matching that up, and there we are. Perfect. So all I did was I just matched it, I just stamped that part of the stamp, matched it up with that, and then pressed it down. And yep, that's perfect. Now I've got a mannequin here, but I don't think I'll do that. I think I'll do the haberdashery stamp in the background of those. It's actually French market stamp, not haberdashery stamp, and I'm going to use the edge mahogany because it's the lightest of the three, so it kind of fades into the background. And I'm just and there we are. So that's perfect, because I don't want it to overtake too much. I just want it to be in the background. And I'm just matching the stamping block with the creased edges and the edge of the and again, and I'm not doing a sewing journal, or I'm thinking of doing a French boudoir one, which this one would probably go with, but this will go in any journal. It would be nice in a steampunk one. these back on there. I will clean these before I put them away. And I think we'll have that one there. I think we'll have the scissors there and the fan. In fact, I'm going to put this one down first. And I'm going to use lumberjack plaid, the brightest one. And I'm going to put it down rather than up. And there we are. So that's the lumberjack plaid there. The fan, I think I might have a couple of fans, but I think I'm going to go with the mahogany, and I'm going to put, no, I'm going to do the fan in the top corner there. And the top corner there. And this bottom corner. I think that's okay. And do I want the scissors? I'll leave them for now. I think I might maybe have the scissors on here. Or on this one, on the middle one, I think. And yeah, I'll use the aged mahogany. Yeah, and it is a little bit, it's alright, quite like it. I'm going to do the fancy edge of the scissors just coming off the page like that, and the same. So you don't have to use the full stamp. There we are. And I think what we'll do is we'll glue it down a little bit and then we'll stitch round it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue tops, put a little spot of glue. So there you can see I went round, went up, round, down, up, round, down, up. There's no need for me to go into those spaces. But there we are. And so I think that's alright. So I think what I'll do is I'll stamp some yeah, I think we'll do this one. And I'm just going to do it in aged mahogany. Just put it to the side. And this one down here. Like that. And if we put that up there, that down there, and that there, and that there, I think. Definitely going to put the boob pages there, so and we want that one up and that far corner there, like that there, and that one there. I would just feel I need some red or something else. What have I got in this little box? That's a Lover's Lane sweet chocolates, Valentine's Bakery. What else have we got underneath? No, I quite like that one. And that changes it totally. Yeah, I think I will. And I'm going to do the red around the edges. Oh, I'd actually stuck that down on some card, that's why that's so. I think we'll put that up there like that, and it just sits in between the stitching on the back, which is good. And I think we'll have that there. Like that. And we'll have that there. Like that. I think we'll have it above the what it says shop. We won't have that one. Oh, there's a little bubble of glue there. It's just needing pulled out. Because it's just causing a lump. And it was when I was gluing them, there was some little bubbles of glue, spilt glue on my mat, and of course it dried into like what looked like little teardrops, and I kept them, but one must have stuck to that. So we've got that. Do we want these? on here. Interesting. Quite like the look of that as well. Have a look at these photographs again. Right, I've got two. Don't want the gothy girls. Shame. Nothing wrong with gothy girls, but just don't go with the look at the moment. So we'll put the nice little gothy photographs on the, not the gothy. These actually look like Italian ladies. Like the Sophie Lorenz and from that era anyway. And do I want that behind? Yes. And I'm going to put, not putting too much red on it, but I'm just putting that there. I think we might have that way, or do we want it that way? How did I have it? It was that way, wasn't it? Yeah. So we'll have this lady down first and at the top. And there's not too much of the boob page sticking out, but that's fine because it doesn't matter. I'll put that one over here. You can just see a tiny little bit of the boob page, which is fine. And pop that in there like that. I think we'll have the other bit of ephemera sticking out. Like that. It fits in there perfect. We're going to put a little bit of and again this already had pink on it, so that was just fine. And there we are. So now we're looking for some kind of tab, but I just want a small one. I don't want a big one. I've got some, oh that's a nice one, that's a pink one and it's square and it's done on pearlized paper. And it has been inked round, but I'm just inking round it in the red. And that's what we'll have. That's just a bit overkill with the glue, but just matching the edges up. The edges of the tab, that is. some bit of overspill with the glue. And I'm just doing the tops of the, just with a bit of ink that's left on that stamp. And we will have a grommetin, and we'll go for a small one right in the middle. But I think we will go for a gold one. I think it was an antique brass one I picked up the last time, so that's what we did. And here we are. And I'm just going to ink around this and just use the rest of the ink that's left on this sponge. There's always ink left on your sponge. Didn't intend doing it pink to start with. I was going to keep it with brown, but then you change your mind. So that's that. So now how do I want to fasten it? Now I've got some of this Bomb Cosmetic, but that's, I'm not over keen on that. Just gonna have a look at this, see what this looks like. I can colour this pink. Alright, I've just stabbed that in the aged mahogany. Okay, so I'm going to tie it here. And this is kind of stretchy lace, so I'm just pulling it a little bit. And that'll do. There, it's a little bit cream and a little bit pink. No, I quite like that. And no, I like that. I do. Have a look at the journal. This is the same that I covered this cover with, so we'll have a look. There we are. That would actually go nice with one of these. The pink looks nice on that, so I may put a pocket in there, may not. I may find another journal for it. Quite like it in there. Little tabs there. So yeah, so I'll see you in the next video. Bye.